Hey guys, welcome to another video. In this video I'm going to be taking you through a lower body tutorial, mainly focusing on hamstrings and glutes. So before you do anything, make sure you subscribe to the channel, but for now sit back, relax and enjoy the video. First exercise is walking lunges. Using a fixed barbell placed on the upper back, you want to take long strides to involve the posterior chain more. Normally in lunges I recommend staying upright to involve the quads more, but here I suggest a slightly forward lean along with wider strides to increase posterior chain activation. Start every rep from a moving momentum. This will allow greater tension through the glutes and hamstrings. But if you find that the pain is getting to a point that you need to stop, then do. Take a few seconds, regroup and carry on to finish the set. The second exercise is a split squat. The most important thing is to see how far you need to stand away from the bench, which is somewhat individual and will take some trial and error to figure out. But the closer you stand to the bench, the more it will emphasize on the quads. However, standing too close may cause knee pain and it will make it harder to stay upright. On the other hand, standing too far away can cause pain in the groin and hip flexor of the rear leg and leading to excessive arching in the lower back. You should feel a slight stretch in the rear hip flexor but no pain. If you feel pain, try using a shorter bench so the stretch isn't as extreme, so not as high. When first starting out, it seems best to start with just your body weight to help ingrain good form. Once you've nailed the form, you can start adding a bit more load to the bar. The third exercise is a Jefferson deadlift. Simply straddle the bar, grab it under your shoulders and stand up. Try it with the left leg forward, the right leg forward, different grips and see what works best for you. The lift also tends to be self-correcting in that there's no ideal way to do it, so people are free to find the best leverage that works best for their body. The biomechanics of the lift are straightforward. Your center of gravity is vertical over the load and your feet straddle the bar to provide a large base of support which will generate the force. The movement is a great way to encourage people to get their knees open so they can take a wider stance in their squats while building some rotational range of motion. So the wider the stance, the more you're going to take out the quads from working, meaning that the hamstrings and glutes will be in full force of activation. Fourth exercise is a barbell RDL. The Romanian deadlift works muscles in the arc of the back, glutes and hamstrings. Its emphasis on the hamstrings is slightly muted because the knees remain bent throughout the movement. It is a great strength and muscle builder on its own, but also is a great movement to complement the deadlift. There are many ways to do it, but regardless of which variation you use, the hip hinge is crucial to the movement. Pick up a barbell with a pronated grip just outside shoulder width and stand fully upright. The bar should be resting against the thighs. Inhale as you lower the bar by allowing the hips to sit back and the torso to drop down. The knees will bend slightly, but the shin should remain vertical. Maintain a slight arch in the lower back and keep the chest up and the shoulders back. When the bar reaches just below the knees, exhale as you reverse the motion using hip hinge. Bring the torso to a fully standing position. Repeat for the prescribed number of reps. Remember to keep the back arch and the knees slightly bent at all times. Fifth exercise is a dumbbell step up. You don't see a lot of people doing step ups. They probably tried it at one time and just decided it didn't work. The problem is most people don't do it correctly. Most lifters unknowingly cheat on the step up by leaning forward too much and pushing off the bottom of their leg. When you push off the floor, the leg on the top of the box or bench isn't doing much work. The step up involves the VMO and hamstrings more when the height is higher. It is basically just a super high step. The key is that your knee shouldn't buckle in as you step up. You can alternate the legs or keep one foot statically on the bench until you do the desired numbers of reps. If you want more time under tension, use the static method where the foot on the bench is kept in place. You can do step ups using a barbell or dumbbells. They're all good variations, just keep your toes up. The sixth exercise is a kettlebell sumo squat, which is elevated with 2 step boxes. The wide stance emphasizes the muscles of the inner thigh, and the deeper range of movement will engage the glutes more because you've gone past the movement where the quads will take over, and places large emphasis on the glutes and hamstrings. The movement also allows for use of heavier resistant loads versus the traditional squat, so very useful for progressing with weight loads. Stand with your feet wider than shoulder width apart and your toes slightly turned out. Hold the kettlebell with 2 hands in between your legs while pushing your hips back and squat down, keeping your chest up and your knees out. Bring the weights down to the floor in between your legs, then stand back up to the starting position. So there you go guys, hopefully you enjoyed the little video of the exercises, and hopefully that you can take some of those exercises into your own gym routine. But if you enjoyed the video, please leave a little thumbs up, I'll appreciate it. And if you have any questions, literally leave a comment down below in the comments box. But for now, I will see you all in the next video. Peace out for now.